And we're back. Thanks for watching. Yes, people can hear me right now because Membung is out just for a brief moment. Uh, but I am needed to, so I'm just stepping in because people already started pick ban, and we already see an Echo ban against. This is Lugo and the Olaf banned away from Maye. Yasuo and the Evelyn ban coming in from Va. The Evelyn is a respect ban against New Turk, considering he just broke the record for the most amount of kills in a single game by the Evelyn, and then the Lucian ban against Ba as well on strong ADC, and then Aphelios ban. So there's there's a lot of AD carry bans, and also a Bear Junior ban. And then we see the first pickup being the first pick being an Alistar. I can't see that clearly because I am clearly blind. And a lot of sounds coming out from the client. Sorry, got a little distracted. First pick Nautilus. First pick from Va is going to be Nautilus Kaisa. Really effective duo lane, I believe. So, good job. Nice pickup there. Oh, speaking of which, the first game MVP is Front Lash with 66 votes. That's a lot of votes. So, congratulations to Front Lash. And then now from SSM, we see the Ezreal being picked back up by probably Gurk7, returning on that Ezreal. And then, so an Alistar Ezreal lane, I actually kind of like that. Nice disengage you got there. You can disengage the Nautilus and the Kaisa if necessary, um, and Slaga's very effective on that champion in general. Anyways, he used to be Alistar Moody, so good, nice. And then SSM picking up for their third pick, Graves, coming in for New Turk. I didn't know New Turk played Graves, but you know what? I'm excited to see it anyways. And then we see the wait. This can't be Nami. This can't be Nami. Okay, that's Elise. Okay, I was about to be like, um, Nami. Wait, Nani? So, Elise being picked up here, and then the Colette banned away from Kaligi for strong champ. Garen being banned away by against Maye because Maye was so freaking effective on the Garen. And then the last ban being Ki Kiana? Is that Kiana? Yeah, that's a Kiana ban. And then next ban is going to be Kassadin. Yep, don't want to see Maye on Kassadin for sure. And then what do you what's gonna happen? What do you think next is gonna happen in terms of pick ban? I have no idea. I am just guessing, spitballing here.
We got the bands from the Garen, Caston, Kled, and the Kiana.
Well, we see a Gangplank pickup as we speak. That is, wait, Maye plays Gangplank? What? I'm learning a lot of new things about Maye today. Love it. And then we see the Kennen being picked up. Really good team fighting. Really good team fighter. So good. Good on SSM for picking that up. And then on Aurelia is being hovered here. Is that going to be an Aurelia being locked in? Nope, it is going to be Rise. Never mind.
Fake out.
Rise is going to be an interesting pickup here, I think. It's going to be pretty decent to their comp, especially considering we already have the AD sources from um the AD sources coming from uh the uh Ezreal and the Grave. So I think having two AP champions and Kennen and Rise is actually pretty decent. And then we see the signature Sivir
Hmm.
mid coming in from This Is Lugo. And
Very
now,
spicy.
pretty spicy. Anyways, let's get back into the team composition. Let's go into champ select here. Which team do you composition do you like better?
Well, I'm just trying to
Looking at the.
spectate, so I gotta get there first. I'm gonna have
Sounds
to
good.
re-see the comps afterwards, so I can't spectate until we get into the after the pick.
Okay, that's okay then. I will let you know what they have picked. In the meantime, they have picked on um blue side. They have picked Graves in the jungle. Actually, Kennen in the top lane, Ryze in the mid lane, and the bot lane is Ezreal Alistar. Okay,
Okay.
the on over onto the red side,
I promise.
bot lane is going to be Biscuit Hat and OP with Kaisa and Nautilus. Sivir mid, Elise jungle, and Gangplank in the top lane.
That's kind of tough. That's a pretty unique comp.
Yeah.
I would.
Hello.
Not sure what I
And
would pick there.
you are back, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself again. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, hero. Thank you. Sorry. Food took longer to make. So, I didn't see the draft. But I'm glad to see that Evelyn is banned. And it's going to be. That's probably Kaligi, Biscuit Hat, Nautilus, New Capiturk Graves into the Elise of Frontlash. Okay. Ooh, Rise. Rise is still absolutely disgusting. Rise is on the rise, so says our producer in our ear. BRB as I put bleach in my eyes.
No.
No, now is it Sivir mid or for Lugo, or is he bot lane? Kai'Sa Nautilus bot lane again. Okay. So, what are the two remaining picks for what's their 80 carry support pick for the side of Gurg and Slaga?
First of many foes.
Ezreal Alistar.
Ezreal Alistar. Well, the Ezreal sure do really good work. I think the Alistar is a huge pick for Slaga. But, yeah. No, Alistar movie is obviously someone totally different. Nope.
Yes, sir.
I do need to see. There's no chat change. Okay, never mind. Nobody's talking in chat because they don't love us. And that's also because
Mm,
Hmm.
that was it. So I can almost spectate. I'm excited.
Yep. So the GP from Maye. So what I like about the GP is that it has someone who can match scaling for the Rise. And he's not gonna have the hardest time in lane versus Kennen. The other thing that's really good about it is the obviously the point and click R for global pressure. If anything happens, a chase, ult behind them in team fights, Zipper presses R, and Nautilus just does his thing. I just think it's gonna be really hard against 4 range carries to get all of these barrel chains off.
Barrel.
Do a barrel.
Barrel. Yeah, absolutely killing it in the polls.
Yeah. Frontlash has a higher approval rating than our own president right now.
Frontlash president, 2K20.
Not backlash, but frontlash. Can't have any backlash if you're frontlashing. Am I right?
This man means it.
So, looking at these
Ooh, I can
comps,
expect it now.
it's kind of more the same. The only thing is that less of an AP threat on the side of VAH with the Sivir mid, obviously. Kaisa could opt for the AP build. I don't think it's the strongest one right now. Elise not gonna probably have the same type of trouble getting assassinated in her own invisible character, but we probably will see more invisible Ezreal skill shots, so that's always fun.
Would it be any other way?
Yeah.
So I am definitely excited to see who has the higher scaling execution late game between the Rise and the GP.
So I don't know what the uh mm, I don't know if he's gone Phase Rush or if he's gone Conqueror. I think Conqueror is probably what he's gonna be doing. And you know, the Conqueror for him against probably the grasp of the um, GP. So be really interesting to see how this all goes out. If you're in chat, type who you think's gonna win. Hashtag VAH win or hashtag SM win. I'm actually gonna give it to SSM this game. Phase Rush Rise, Fleet on the Grave, Airy on the Cannon. So trying to go for lane dominance, really nice, obviously. Don't know anything else he could have done, maybe like Electrocute. Could have done Phase Rush himself, I guess. Nothing too crazy out of anyone else. I pause at 10, 7, 8. Why didn't it did it twice now like that? I pressed pause. Yeah, hold on. You're at 13? Alright, I'm at 13. Elliot?
Oh, we want 13?
Yeah, we're going 13 because it didn't stop for either one of us.
I am at 13.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, now I'm just going to drag some people around. And we are in the game. This is my redemption arc, says Lugo. I'm Sasuke. I'd rather be Deku right now. As again, VAH does a... I don't know why I knew they thought they had vision of him. Ooh, woo. Guys, I just got a message on Bumble.
This just in. No.
Press space bar. Yeah.
Oh, this could be hype.
Flaga! Not gonna make it. Holding it. Oh, good, but does not get
Prioritizing.
yeah, exactly, unfortunately. Wall prioritization is impeccable. As Lugo and Maya are going to just chunk out Bear Jr. to half health right here and take the invade on this red buff as well. So forcing a split map right here. As Bear Jr. is pretty much out of this. Only if General Dill was in chat would we be able to see if he put Batwin or not. But he's not, so. Yeah, and looks like Bear Jr. having to burn his TP already just for health is insanely important, because if they were able to get a gank off here, but Sivir is pushed up and should know that Graves is on the top side of the map, and she's recalling, does spot out Graves right there. Nothing's gonna happen. So with a split map, this actually, I feel like, benefits the side of VAH, because Frontlash having full agency on this bot side of the map. As the cocoon does land, Flash comes out, and the gank comes out with the auto attack trailing right there. So it's absolutely huge. The TP already being burnt, which means Bear Jr. is going to miss out on a lot of minions. Biscuit Hat trying to get some damage down, does get that. The Aftershock proc lands right there. Gonna trade a little bit more with Slaga, as huge damage of the final proc right there comes out from OP, and it looks like, you know, they've learned a little bit. They got their first game under the belt, and VAH really clicking right now.
At least I gotta move these around. He's hovering on the bot side, possibly looking for a potential
Yeah, and
gank here.
Elise is one of those really great champions that you can just dive with. You know, if you're an Elise player or a Kled player, you need to be the one to take aggro first, regardless of your health, because you can reset aggro very quickly, either with a repel or your spiderlings can also help with that a little bit. So that's all. Nice spell shield by Lugo. Gonna be able to get a lot of those off of there, and it's just 1,000 gold lead for the side of And the Infernal Drake has spawned, and there is priority in the bot lane, and it looks like Elise is wanting to start this up. There is no teleport from the Sivir, so there is no pressure mid, but Rise with that reset and bot lane still having prio should mean that this should be a free Drake for the side of VAH.
The question is, will New Capiturk be rotating over for it?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. They also have a ward to spot him out, and then with all the bot lane members committing for this, they're not going to be able to do this in time, I feel. So they're just going to have to give this over unless New Capiturk tries to come over. He does not get it. He's over. The flash comes out from Slaga as Gurg7. See his abilities? I didn't even know. So nice flash ignite right there from the side of Slaga, as the boomerang blade is going to miss wide, as this is Lugo is trading well with New Capiturk. This is Lugo going to have to flash out as the Cannon Barrage comes out, as Kaliki pops his ultimate as well to try to fight with Maye, who is slowly winning this battle on top. So Dragon goes over to the side of VAH, but SSM gets on 1 kill, and the gold going over to one of their main carries in the Ezreal.
New Kappa being on the outside of the map, you'd be curious if Elise would go for the
Oh,
red here.
Maya getting to go in and flash, burn the flash from Kaliki as well, and he trades his life right there as the ultimate is going to come down right there. And unfortunately, if you don't land the CC, Rise gets away. So Uncle Rise gets away right there. As emote laughs are shared by both teams.
Just having a jolly good old time.
They're having a yabba dabba dude time.
Super Hoagie with the torpedoes in the chat. GP taking a little bit of a poke there.
Yeah, and GP I think got a little bit too aggressive. Its front lashes, New Capiturk has made a great E right there from the side of front lash to make sure that nothing happens. And are they going to take the blast plane over as 3? No, they are not.
Not even gonna take the blast. They fooled us. Meanwhile, for you all watching the other game, looking at 19-18 right now.
Biscuit Hat gonna be not going down because but Gurg 7 flashing in and healing. Trying to take a book out of Opie's page right there.
Would have been a
I
high
can't
play if it
see
would've
a
solved the
goddamn
ability.
thing.
As the Ezreal blaming it on the computer's performance.
Flag once again.
Missing those abilities.
As Maye looks like he's gonna win this trade. Doesn't have to burn flash because neither one has it. And Maye, game 1 was a win condition for them, and now he's doing really well outside of the flash right there.
Doing what he can to get these early leads to make him a little bit more or less reliant.
As the cocoon does land right there, Bear Jr. gonna flash and get out as Frontline almost gonna get away. Oh, and he does! The new Kappa Turk probably gonna be going down, burning his flash as well, as Bear Jr. just has to watch as his junglers trade lives, but probably a win. Often he gets a blue buff and the kill, so he's up 2-0 in kills on mid laner.
Did Opie just get a kill in the bot lane? Like solo
I
kill?
guess so. How did that even happen?
I wasn't even looking. I just saw it come up on the kill feed.
It didn't even pop up on the. Yeah.
Hey, good
Interesting.
job, Opie.
Good job. Lag again, probably from Gurk 7.
See, the drag is up, and Red is in the position for VAH to pick up their second Drake of the game.
Yeah, and it's going to be an Ocean Drake, so we have the chance of it being another Cloud Drake once again, as Lugo does not crit and does almost run away. All right, there. So it's going to be a Mountain Drake right now. This one is looking like a runaway for the red side again, but this time the red side being VAH, as New Kappa Turk looks like he's probably going to pick up the kill here, as the flash from Front Lash comes out, gets a bunch of damage on the New Kappa Turk, who doesn't have his flash, and he's gonna pick this one up, but he gets the trade kill because he switched right there and was against the wall right there. Oh man, great trade kill for the side of New Kappa Turk, who in both games has been the early game for the side of VAH. I mean, SSM, excuse me.
New Kappa, letting everybody know the Mountain Drink remaining time before it comes up. Good stuff.
I think what's interesting is that, so Cloud Drake was a huge benefactor. This Mountain Drake's really not going to benefit anybody except for really the supports, but that passive shield can't be understated, as Bear Jr. was looking to ping to probably set up a dive. And we look at turret plates right now as they're about to come down in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and for the side of SSM, they have none, but VAH has one in each lane, so it is to be accounted for, and that's why they also have a gold lead as well as a kill lead. As New Kappa Turk over and is getting collapsed on, I believe he missed his E, and he will be going as this is Lugo picks up the kill, and they continue going as Kaliki goes back in, but Maye's great flash right there as Lugo can push out the deeps.
Good predict.
Yeah.
Or just reaction, I guess.
As Biscuit Hat sitting on top of a pink ward and Front Lash knowing that, hey, there is no jungler who can contest me right now, as they are going to try to raise this top lane tower. A bunch of damage coming out on it, and Front Lash is going to... What is... Hello? He didn't have his proto belt up, and now it's for certain gonna be the tower and top going down here very shortly, and then they're gonna get the Herald, which they have time to use. I don't know if the second one will spawn in time, but that's 2 plates going to the mid lane for Rise, who desperately needs it, only sitting on that tier. Oh, miss off the Pulverize right there. going to be going down to Biscuit Hat right here, but the TP coming from the cannon as OP has to burn the ultimate right here, and he actually gets the pickup kill onto OP without ult as they trade 2 for 1 in the bot lane. Nice teleport play on the side of Kaligi right there. First tower did go over to the side of VAH once again in the top lane as they're going to pop the Rift Herald mid and try to answer this pressure that's being put in the bot lane as Ryze is trying to make sure he takes the safest possible route to this.
Just trying to keep the gold back in their favor.
Also,
SSM good.
Good to note that as Lugo running Demolish, actually, on this, taking a book out of the StarCraft pages. Why not run Demolish on everybody? It's the Popo special.
Popo special.
Yep.
StarCraft letting be known that only MVPs run Demolish.
Yeah, only MVPs run Demolish. His Frontlash is sitting on a ward, which may get him demolished, but luckily Biscuit Hat says, don't worry, I have a sweeper. Oh, and Frontlash getting caught out right there. He has nowhere to go. Slaga, unfortunately, is going to be the one to pick up the kill, as Maye gonna run away with Biscuit Hat. Holy MVP, run demolished. Lugo doing right now in this double ADC comp, I think is really important for them right now, as the demolish proc is gonna get procced by Biscuit Hat right there. The dragon is up in 14 seconds. You don't want to recall now. OP is on the top side of the map though, but so is Ezreal. And they have mid lane pushing because it's Sivir. Sivir is recalling though, right? Anticipating, I guess, that they're not gonna contest for it at the start of it. But here comes New Kappa Turk going on to Biscuit Hat. A flash is out. Flash headbutt pull from the side of Slaga, and New Kappa Turk's going to pick it up with the fadeaway right there, as Frontlash is going to get caught out most likely by Bear Jr., and that is the case as OP. Oh, nice flash from Frontlash. But a huge fight here, but a bunch of key ultimates are down. Kalik doesn't have his ultimate up. New Kappa Turk still on the Drake right now. Biscuit Hat doesn't have his ultimate. He lands. Kaligi is going to be taken down by Gurg7 right here. Frontlash is doing what he can. He takes out Kaligi right here. The dragon has reset, and it's just a 280 carries right now. No smite. Slaga going to get a part of the CC chain, but a double kill going on for Bear Jr. as, Maye had somehow TP'd in from behind and did not even get the barrel chain off, let alone tried to get the steal. And now is trailing where he probably shouldn't be. Looking for a fight with Bear Jr. in the mid lane. He should know that, oh my goodness, so much damage coming off of this GP, but he should have known he was at a numbers disadvantage while Lugo had to run away. 13-11, looks like we're back to the old ways of last game, gentlemen.
Yeah, but this is Lugo, definitely on the opposite compared to last game. Curious to see how this Sivir with such a big lead can hold on to it as we move on to the mid game.
Yeah, now as we come into this mid game, double 80 carries. Obviously, the wave clear advantage you'd have to say is on the side of VAH, but only slightly. Ryze wave clear, really, really good now. He's hit that level 11, level 12 mark right there. Sivir presses W. Kaisa, no slots right there. Looking at these levels right now, Frontlash consistently 2 levels behind.
Consistent jungler. Can you ask for more? So we got the Sivir backing. The Ryze could rotate over to give them the lead, or the mismatch in this fight. Looks like they're just going to be fighting for vision.
As Maya is just sitting here looking to get some barrel chains set up. Again, we talked about how it's just so hard for him to do that against this triple range, a quadruple range comp, excuse me. Meanwhile, Sivir in the bot lane, the one thing that you see from last game to this game, which is why I think it's been such a lower score game, is Caligma Bobway. Lord, there's 4 of them on there, so that's what I thought. But it's really hard for the likes of SSM to start a fight with a Graves jungle, and your only real form of engage being, here we go, cannon ultimate. Right there, underneath the tower, Biscuit Hat gonna be going down. New Kappa Turk takes down 2, as Slaga is just going dairy cow mode under, but Gurg7 underneath the tower, as Bear Jr. Caliggy takes down Front Lash. Actually, really nice play from Front Lash to get the kill on the ADC. But meanwhile, Luo in the bot lane, raising the tier 2 bot lane tower.
Flash with some real heads up plays.
And he is about to, yes, and he does. Ooh. He kills New Kappa Turk. Very good. Uses
Smart
flash and barrier. He's going to be able to get away. Yep. Had to back at that exact moment, or he probably would have been collapsed on.
Good awareness to see down the minimap.
Fantastic play by him.
Pushing that.
So we're at a 2,000 gold lead, to almost a 2.5 gold lead. No, just a 2,000 gold lead for the side of VAH. And, you know, we're coming in. Rise really strong right now. This great, absolutely strong. Looking to, I guess, get the burn flash right there. As I was saying before, that's really been their engage outside of jumping, you know, diving towers with Caliggy and forcing it out with his flash. Flashes on the side of SSM are incredibly crucial to their way of starting fights, or even getting to the back line. Maye's barrels and Maye's barrels and Biscuit Hats, Nautilus, playing so incredibly vital roles in this, in how they want to. The flash misses right here. New Kappa Turk dropped down, but Lago! No. That's a mad dairy cow right there. As the OP tries to go in, and they try to get that big barrel chains. Maya fighting on this backside, takes down Caliggy. OP still alive. Maya not gonna take that. He does get a double kill right there, but my goodness, it was looking so good for the side of VAH, but just like that, SSM turns this game on their head, and they're gonna pick up their second Mountain Drake of the game.
Just one pick and swing that entire fight.
Slaga on the Mad Dairy Cow is incredible. That flank. Oh god, I wish we could watch a replay. Someone clip it. Clip it in chat, please. Caliggy and Slaga have to play these fights so well so that the triple DPS composition that they have can do just that. Frontlash also, you know, getting caught out makes it a little bit hard because you don't want to start these fights from a disadvantageous position, which is where Frontlash was at that. He had already used his cocoon, and then I don't know if Biscuit Hat did get his ultimate off, but I don't remember on whom. He would have had a little bit more damage. He probably could have cleaned up the entire fight because his barrel chain was fantastic.
Did a lot of damage there. Looked good on paper, but not enough to complete the job.
Exactly. In other news, this girl is cute that liked me. Up as Lugo's gonna have to pop the ultimate and is gonna probably be taken down by New Kappa Turk. Oh no! New Kappa Turk shoots in the right direction, but Lugo dodges out with the help of Maya's cannon barrage to slow him down. great job as Kaligi gets chunked.
So we've seen how much damage that barrel can do. We're only 23 minutes in. Maya only level 13. This man gets the IE, it's going to be a different game.
Yeah. Item completions right now. We have 3 items for the Ezreal, 4 items for the Rise, who has 10 stacks of Magi, so he's really looking to make fights count for himself. 4 for the Graves, as the Realm Warp comes in, and it is a 3-man play right here, as Frontlash is looking to probably go down right here. Had to commit to doing something. Kaligi burned his ultimate as well as the Ezreal ultimate, and Maya has to burn TP to try to do wave clear duty. Meanwhile, in the side lane, once again, it is Lugo just doing his best. I think a better version of a double lift impression. The only problem is that it looks like he will most likely get collapsed on. He is trying to recall now and is going
the right direction.
Oh man,
Wow.
what a
Big
great
brain.
out
Look
right
at
there. And he just rotates to the mid lane where he can probably raise the tier 2 because he's going to be able to spot everybody coming in. Slaga coming in right there. Flashes, double flashes from Lugo and Biscuit Hat. Cannon Barrage comes out. Slaga actually down. The cannon barrel chain does not land as Bear Jr. is doing massive amounts of damage. Maie fails the flash, probably going to go down for it. No, Bear Jr. goes down. Kaliki goes down.
Huge shutdown.
This is huge shutdown right here. There's a big shutdown for Graves right there that picks up Maie, but Maie failing that flash, even though it looked bad, was able to do it. Gurg7 gets stopped right there, and they're going to take him down as Biscuit Hat dies for the sins of his team. Right there, I can't see any abilities. What is this? As Lugo is in the bot lane now, with only Slaga and the Alistar and Graves up right now. Graves has to be careful, I feel. Never mind. The only person who needs to be careful is Lugo, who is going to be going down to Graves right here.
There's a lot of back and forth between these turrets. Constant rotations. Why you need to drop pressure. Getting the movement, continue to push forward. As we see the drag getting ready to spawn, see how they fight for the vision, see what they can do here as we see a ping coming in for Baron.
Yeah, ping coming in for Baron. Definitely, you know, obviously I think you want to do Baron for the side of, is he, hello? Yeah, he gets just because it's so hard to siege against this team with the gangplank barrels. And there's a pause. Frontlash lagging. Why are we yelling? 20 seconds. All right, so Elliot, what do you think they need to do here?
Who would be they? Because
Both sides.
like both sides. Well,
you choose one team you want to be, and I'll choose the other.
The team I would like to be in this case right now would be SSM. Just as far as positioning and whatnot. I mean, they are not aware that VAH has 2 people backing the Baron. They are relatively aware of this, you know, positioning and whatnot. And on top of that, the people you really want ahead right now between the Graves and the Rise, both got some killer items that are just going to make them stronger and stronger in these upcoming fights.
And I'm lagging. I'm at 27-18. What about y'all?
27, 21, 22.
Yep. All right. Good. So they're pinging the Drake again, and this is going to be their 3rd Drake of the game as they can scout this out. That is going to be the 3rd Drake of the game for them. That's 3 mountains. So the resistances have gone up slightly, but not by much. As the Rise Realm Warps away from the huge ultimate from is going to take down Kaligi. They're going to take down Maie, though, as Gurk7 has to run away. But he gets the kill onto him because the Cocoon missed one time. As Opie is going to be probably going down to New Capaturk. He does not have ult available. Yep, that's a boom right there. And it looks like they're going to be focused on Baron right here with the 3 DPS members available. I think they can do it. It's just what can Lugo do in time to do this? He starts pressuring bottom lane right now. Teleport is up for the Rise, so he does go to match that. As it's going to be a 2-man Baron now. Now I'm going to
it's doable. I mean, the Graves isn't really taking much
Graves
damage.
is fairly big, and the TP from Cannon coming out, so double is being used to this Baron, and just like that, that's going to be a gold lead for the side of SSM.
Graves getting up to 120 additional armor while going for that Baron there.
Yeah,
with
his true grip plus that is massive, actually. And it is just 100 gold separating it.
Another pause being called.
Wonderful.
Kaliki comp has died. Frontlash getting a little bit of issues, and now Kaliki. So both sides have experienced a little bit of lag and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And I'm here.
He is here. See Graves picking up more kills from that last fight, getting even bigger, going 5 items deep, picking up the GA as the 5th item there. As you can see, the Sivir now with the quick Silver Sash, which would be great as far as the possibility of having the Spell Shield and the Quicksilver to get. Dylan in the chat with the Graves E is crazy strong indeed.com. Like the website.
There you go.
See stuff of items rocking that 95%.
And we're back.
Slide lane's pushing in. Bond gonna be doing a little bit of reset, get some vision in their jungle, just prepping for a little bit of defense and wear out the Baron.
Yeah, now I think with this Baron, their main goal should be to raise the tier 2s and outside of that though, I think this game is gonna be going on for at least another 10 minutes. We'll have another 40-minute game where the likes of New Capaturk can try to get the kill lead once again. I do think though that at this moment, if you are the side of VAH and you see Rise in the side lane and you know that he doesn't have TP and they try to group mid, you need to engage. No matter what you do, you just pop your ultimate. Naye does not need to be there, that's for sure. The ultimate right there. Kaligi is gonna go down most likely as Maie does burns the flash right there, taking very, very greedy path to save a tier 1. That does not need to happen. Tier 1s are not so valuable right now. Their only thing that they do is give you money. Please don't do that in your games, ladies and gentlemen.
Bomb was going with the adaptation to try to push it down mid up against the Baron buff. Wouldn't be able to beat that push.
Yeah, they pushed out mid lane, I think only so that this can be the only thing that they get from these, but now Lugo does have ultimate. I can't see any Ezreal abilities. But if they can catch out the 2 members right here, which I don't believe they're going to chase anymore. So there is that. And now it's just going to be a reset and playing around this dragon here that's going to come up in a minute and 15 seconds. If VAH gets it, that's just going to stall for the next one, which will give soul to either side. But if SSM gets it, I kind of feel like that's game because that extra shield is going to be too much, I feel, for the side of VAH to deal with.
I mean, they're
As they're
already
looking to
struggling
collapse
getting
onto
through.
GP as the multiple pings come out. Maya again, just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, and now it looks like Frontlash and Biscuit Hat might be caught out as well. As it misses, because only reason I know that is that no damage came out, because I can't see anything as Biscuit Hat is now dead. Lugo doing the best that he can. Slugga is now on the backside, and OP and Frontlash get out. I say that as Bear Jr. is gonna stopwatch and then flash damage onto the Frontlash just dies, burning his flash for no reason. Graves is godlike with 13 kills, and you know, from game one of this game, Maya looking really good. Now 2 blunders that by Maya, which lead to neutral objectives. And some towers for this team.
It's just the same thing that happened to Lugo last game, just being a little too overextended and getting caught out. Question is, can they get to the late enough game to where just your late game carries? Any fight can go either way. Thanks at this point, keep getting caught out. We're going to be losing those fights.
Yep, and now they have the Ocean Drake Soul once again. They got it last game and did not win that game, but they were not in such a good place as they are right now. They're still down in towers, mainly just because Lugo's been pushing side lanes.
So how much shield does the soul give?
Let's find out. If people will stop moving, I can tell you. Jesus.
I want to say 600.
Becomes shielded for 200 plus your bonus health. So right now on Alistar, it's a 356 shield after not receiving damage in, or not, you can't be in combat.
It's like Baron's going to be spawning in a minute here.
Yeah,
Not much vision around that area.
No, yeah, and I assume that they're going to be looking, SSM was going to be looking to try and force the issue before Baron spawns. They have obviously really good flank champions with the Alistar and the Kennen. Frontlash honestly just needs to find a flash coming out from Slugger right there as Maya is going to be taken down almost as Biscuit Hat is getting really low as Slugga is just taking up every single thing. Slugga takes down Biscuit Hat. He gets a double kill right there. Double kill right there. The Gurg 7 gets a kill right there. Lugo trying to do the best he can. He does take down Bear Jr. And is going to take down the mid lane turret and the inhibitor whilst everything else is going on. Yeah.
One auto.
Is he going to be able to get it? He does! Oh, that's so huge for him right there as the rest of the team is pushing top lane. They probably could have gotten top lane turret, but I think going for the Baron is the correct call here.
Very good consolation prize for that fight for the side. Wasn't looking good, even though on the backside things were looking crystal clear for a little bit, but luckily Lugo was able to at least divert some attention to get half of the team to the other side of the map.
Yep, so this is the second Baron for SSM. Lugo pretty much putting the team on his back with his performance alone. If Maya can just stay alive in these fights, I think he needs to get Asterix for this last item. I don't know how I feel about the Phantom Dancer, but I know it's crit plank, so that's totally fine. I would have loved to have seen the Asterix earlier because they're going to be initiating on him because he can just get popped by some of these guys.
Oranges can only get you so far. Let's see the Graves at full build at this point. Along.
Yeah, Graves with the GA. Hex Tech Gunblade for the Kaisa. So is choosing a more AP route. I'm not sure how I feel about it over.
A little more
I feel like
bursty
that's
with
such an expensive
W.
item, and no one was really building resistances, so just going but now they're going to be looking to fight here as Maie still trying to get some GP barrel chains off.
Same
As they're just
amount
pressing mid
clear.
because they have to, because that's where the super minions are, which is really stalling this Baron. So if it wasn't for that inhibitor take by Lugo right there, this game could possibly have been over with a nice dive.
Lugo at the 100% crit, it looks like.
Yeah.
Front lash from the Elise.
And I would
just
like to
chugging
point out,
away.
this is what happens sometimes when you're put behind as a jungler. Front lash is 5 levels down to New Kappa Turk. Any smite fight that doesn't end up with New Kappa Turk taking it is a major steal. I don't understand how anything else could happen, but New Kappa Turk is just miles ahead. He's about to flame Horizon in the jungle. Gangplank's about to do it in the top lane. And meanwhile, you know, it's a 5th for Lugo and only a 30 CS lane lead for Kaisa in the bot lane. New Kappa Turk just doing so much damage. He's 4 levels above the support.
A new Kappa with the highest gold amount in the game so far. About 1,000 more than the Sever. And we saw with Lugo how much farming has been going on that game.
I will say I do like what SSM was doing with Lugo getting collapsed on right here, and again a missed cocoon from Front Lash, which is going to end up with Kaligi action. So Bear Jr. also being taken down right there as Lugo is just kiting out this fight incredibly as Gurk7 has to go down for them to this be a win. The Gunblade actually coming into work right there, and it's a triple kill for Kaisa.
Still throw.
SSM can still throw, and it's dragging up right now. But again, we just talked about this Front Lash while he's level 14 and alive. The jungler for this is New Kappa Turk's time. He has to come in and steal this. It is a huge smite advantage lead. If he comes in the pit, you have to turn on him. There is nothing else you can do. Opie is even just waiting to make anything happen. He should just be DPSing the Baron because he has no vision of it. And he's going to go in. Oh! And he has to ult out right there. He was so close to actually timing it perfect. And the Elder buff goes over to the side of VAH, and we're in for another 40-minute barn burner.
Let's do it. The heat is on. At this point, they're going to readjust lanes. Now with this Elder buff, seeing if they can find a way to kind of group up after adjusting the lanes. Get some people down, get some executes, and get some possibly another inhib.
I don't know what to tell you, but Lugo looked dead to rights 3 times in that fight, and he was able to kite out and get 2 key members, Kaligi and Bear Jr. so low. Only was taken out because Gurk7 played that fight fairly well, but then Opie ulting in and getting in right there, using the Gunblade active to slow Gurk7 down enough to make, and they get the Elder buff Drake now, which is going to be absolutely massive. Elder buff Drake versus Mountain Soul, pretty interesting. I want to see how this turns out.
Curious to see the damage graphs after this game with this Kaisa going AP and what
Yeah,
it was
as,
in correlation to the game prior.
Looks like Biscuit Hat almost face checking. Nice ward though. Front Lash needing to, you know, he's been with his team so much that he's obviously not going to get it because shared XP has been nerfed into the dirt. As looks like Slaga and them have a 3-man flank with the Rise ultimate, but thankfully Gangplank just did stuff, and now they're gonna let him die right here. Front lash having to pop up, a lot of damage coming out right there.
This
Actually,
is Lugo again
as
in a separate lane, looking to push.
so Gangplank just trying to do everything that he can. Not gonna be able to get anything done. Kaisa does live, doesn't apply anything to the fight, but here comes Lugo. Right here, he has his ultimate still, so I don't know if there we go. That's the way they do it. The QSS and Flash.
And a cancellation red buff, potentially.
Yeah. Oh, Kaligi gonna go down. No, Flash. Alistar. Moody. Oh, he almost doesn't. New Capital takes him down. So, wow. That good Slaga is every time I see this Flash headbolt, it impressively fast. And now OP versus the world with Biscuit Hat on the way. He puts down the pink ward.
He's got one more
There's no
pink
way
ward to
he
spare
gets
here.
this.
Also as a blue trinket.
Nope, gets nothing. So, third Baron of the game is third time the charm for SSM.
If it is, they gotta find a way to get to the Sivir. Now, the Sivir at this point does not have barrier, does not have flash. If you're gonna try to get a fight to get her, this is gonna be the one that you gotta lock her down and get her. Got a couple of full builds across the map right now. Like 5 to be exact. 6. Both teams might converge in the jungle here, but looks like they're just going to be rotating back towards the mid lane with opposite lanes splitting almost equally.
Yeah, I do. I really love the 1-3-1 that they're trying to implement from the side of S. As if a cocoon lands on a priority target, Frontlash probably hasn't had the best game, obviously, but if he just makes one play with that cocoon, it can mean the game for them. As this Medjai's Rise now needs to just find ways to get gold to get a death cap or something, because that Medjai's is sitting at 0 stacks. So, Elder Drake spawns in 45 seconds.
25 seconds, looks like SSM with the Swedish defense just getting some vision, denying it and whatnot.
Yep, Gerg7 playing with fire right here as now he's knocked up. The barrel chain does not land. New Capiturk takes down Biscuit Hat right there. But Frontlash going in, Slaga doing a lot of work. Lugo on the backside, they're trying to take down. They take down Bear Jr., they take down Slaga. Gerg7 though going man mode in the backside as now Obi is gonna die to New Capiturk. And this was a 4v5. Kaligi's gonna start taking the base. This is going to be the game. Gerg7 playing out of his mind in that last team. So much split focus right there. Ultimate to only die in the end right there. My goodness. And this is going to be a 1-1 in the craziest 90 minutes I've seen in League of PMA LCS history. SSM takes it with Caligma Bobway 2.0 in game 2.
Get them big, keep them big.
Oh my god.
Absurd amounts of damage.
According to I1, it was a good day. That was probably the 2 cleanest games because no one threw everything wasn't a feat. Uh, I happen to agree. Perfection of closing out the game. This is textbook League of Legends if it was written by a Chinese person translating the French to give to someone in Brazil.
Oui, je pense que oui.
There we go, pinnacle of stratagem. And what I want to tell you is the real reason why SSM won is because the dairy bears. There we
The
go.
Dairy Bears coming in.
You had last game already, but you didn't have the dairy. And who brings the dairy? The cows. That's who brings it. That's where you get it. And that actually is my pick for MVP this game. I know it's the Bears. You had bears in both of them, but you didn't have dairy bears. And in this game, you had dairy bears. Why? Because you had Slaga on Alistar. You can't milk those, but if you have a bear, you can milk them by the teat, and that was some succulent victory teats right there for the side.
Yes.
There's a straw poll in chat. I'm giving my vote to Slaga. What about you, Aruyan?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one, in all honesty.
I'm unmuting
Like
myself just to
I
say it's
want to
Slaga.
make a case personally for New Kappa.
I also agree with that. That is a strong second right there. I think tied with Gerg7, who in both games played really, really well in this Ezreal. I think his first game was a little bit better overall, but in the key moments, really stepped up in the second game.
Gave my vote to
Absolutely,
Slaga.
absolutely. There was at one point where I think Greg was maybe what, like 7-4 and something, going up to 17-4 and 12, getting kills, staying safe, hitting him with the Pennsylvania poke him down, coming out with the
The
W.
Pennsylvania Paswani poke him down all the way from
Polka Town.
Polka Town. Thank you. Yeah. By the way,
More
if
votes.
whoever is getting all these votes, can you get these people to watch our freaking games? We would be partnered. We would go to TwitchCon. Just saying. But I think you could actually make a really strong argument for Kaligi. I think you could make a really strong argument for Kaligi. I think you could make a really strong argument for Kaligi. With that being said, I think Slaga should win.
I can still make a case for Kaliki.
Mm.
Yeah.
Someone is treating in the straw poll. Y'all didn't see it. There was over 110 votes last game. Is this shit Florida? It's Ohio. It's actually Ohio.
Kaligi, didn't Kaligi win last month, like 66 votes or something?
No, that was Frontlash.
Frontlash, that's what it was.
Frontlash had 66 votes. Can we break the record for most votes of a MVP poll? Who is rigging the votes with their... Why do you have 98 girlfriends, Coligatron?
That's just polyamory at its best right there.
Yeah. Today I learned Caligi is a Mormon. and dairy bears have succulent teats. All I know is I love this league and I love everybody in it. That's for damn sure. Everyone doesn't always get along, and I know that, but I do love everybody in here. So we're gonna close the poll, and by a small hair, Slago wins with 63 votes to New Capaturk 17. Really close. So if we could get the captains into the player of the game chat one with Slaga and Frontlash as well. I do love you, Caligatron. Even you and your 97 girlfriends. Frontlash ain't here, I don't think. Well, Maya, you can come in alone if you'd like.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, we have Slaga in here, New Kappa Turk as well.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Well, Grant is unfortunately not with us.
That's
So-
that mad cow disease. Can't hear, man.
Yep, all those dairy bear dicks in his ear.
Hello?
Yep, that's unfortunate. Um,
Hello?
yeah, shut up. So, congratulations. Maya, jump in here. What are you doing? Tyler, are you the captain?
Technically, Grint is, I think, and that was the pretense for why he'd wanted me to come up here.
What?
Well, Grant is here because. What do you mean, what? All right, congratulations on y'all's 1-1. Let's just start. What's going through y'all's minds right now?
Oh, it's fucking painful.
40-minute slugfest
Dude,
each game.
you know-
Let's go.
Oh, I was telling my team between game 1 and game 2, I'm like, all right, I can only handle like one of those game 1s like once every couple
Oh, yeah.
months, and then it happened again. I'm like, oh shit, here we
Well,
go.
I mean, not throwing shade, but if you check the VOD in game 2, you died 3 times and side lanes was made this game that way. What happened with that? Seriously though, like, was it just like you didn't think they'd be in the bushes, or you just
Oh,
were
yeah, that-
autopathing?
I was telling my team to not get caught out, and then I wasn't paying attention to myself, and then I would get caught out. So I think I just need to listen to what I'm saying more, and then
Listen to
also
the shot caller. Yeah.
also listen to Lugo more, because Lugo's a smart man. So
Yeah, Lugo was doing a lot of work, and I want to know from the side of New Kappa and Slaga, what were y'all's thoughts every time you're like, "Hey, look, we won the fight," and then you're like, "Wait, Lugo's in our base. Damn it!"
It was just annoying.
Yeah,
Like, straight up, just annoying.
I like Tracer and Overwatch. It just existed, and it was painful. But at the end of the day, we were winning. We were winning the fights because there was no Sivir. So it was a toss up. It was like I'd rather win the fight and back for Sivir than I would us lose a fight because Sivir's there.
Yeah, I totally agree. Though I will say that last fight, 4v5, no Kaligi there, Sivir is there, and y'all end up clutching it out and getting the win.
That's because Greg went nuts.
yeah.
Yeah, he really did.
I don't know how to place barrels either. So yeah.
Yeah, that was. I also think it was a little bit hard because it was 4 ranged versus your barrels. Like everyone
Yeah.
except for Slaga can stop your barrels fairly easily.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about drafts or the enemy teams and the way that game 1 happened? Because I kind of question this trend we're seeing in the early stages of week 1, where people are either forgetting or deciding, hey, I'm just gonna not ban someone's signature champion, and then they pop off. What was the
Yeah,
idea?
like Maya and his Garen.
Yeah, well, yeah. Or or Grant and his Alistar, which I think is
I've never played that champion.
never. Yeah, Alistar Moody would have taught you better.
Who the fuck is that?
Kappa Turk's Evelyn.
What else are you supposed to ban though? I mean, what I always look for bans is just minimizing people the most,
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think with banning like Bears Yasuo and that's why we banned the Evelyn game too. It's like, yeah, we won, but my God, that was fucking hard. So we were like, oh, we should still ban it because he's good at that champion. So
Yeah, no, exactly. I do think it was some clutch heroic plays. Also, really tough to play against 4/5 of Caligma Bobway. It's a team that's been together for a whole split, and then you have to play with your team that has 1 sub, but you've only been with your team for about 2 weeks or so.
yeah.
But I thought the game was really fun. It sucked to cast. It was fun to watch.
Dude, it was thing. Like, that
Aurelion?
was.
It sucked to play.
Speaking,
I mean, game 1 I was having fun spinning, but game 2 I did not have fun barreling. So
Yeah.
No.
Well, if you think about it, barreling into someone and spinning into them is almost the same thing.
almost, yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
guess
less
I gotta-
daggers.
maybe my thoughts on initiating fights in game 1 and then vice versa for game 2 and for SSM, because there wasn't really a clear like initiating, as far as the fights were concerned.
Yeah, I mean, game 2, our comp was just awful. Like, I mean, we had a Nautilus, and that was our front line, but Nautilus alone isn't really a good front line. So we kind of struggled with that, where it would be hard to position for fights, where game 1 was really clear. It's like, oh, Garen in front with the Nautilus and other
If
people.
Maya had manned up and put Nami mid, you would have won. Fuck you, Nami.
Yeah, that's true.
God
I
dang
believe
it.
we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. A random dairy bear just spawned into our chat.
It
Dude,
happens.
and he's afraid to leave his stoop.
He was just spitting out straight facts stuff.
Yeah, and actually, you know what spawns dairy bear attacks? Dairy rhinoceros. They know
Yeah.
the sound of dairy bear attacks very well. So, I think that's going to be it for me and everyone else.
Well, one thing. Tyler, New Kappa Turk, absolutely just demolished both games and probably deserved MVP over me. He played way above anyone would say.
I will say this: New Kappa Turk, because y'all had. Wait, New Kappa Turk was subbing, correct?
No, New Kappa Turk
No,
is.
he's on the
Yeah,
team.
this is.
Oh, okay, you're actually on the team. That's right. And then
Yeah.
you have Caliggy and Grant, and you have 2 subs who are also on Caligma Bob. But okay, your jungle was really, really good. You were at one point when you hit level 18, you were 5 levels above Frontlash in the second game, and then also your aggressive style, I think, is fairly good with the way that the current jungle meta is, to where if you can just get ahead by hard farming and then be able to one-shot someone, the enemy jungler, hopefully, you can just get miles ahead. That's why, yeah. Good job. But
your
Grant gets
tracking was
MVP,
really good.
Oh.
so
That's true. Grant earned it, even though he cheated.
yeah, he cheated by getting all of Caliggy's harem to vote for him.
Yeah, I cheated by voting for Tyler.
All right, so that's going to be it for us. Come check out the other game being streamed on twitch.tv/Bicer, where literal team name is playing against Blog.
Hi, sir. I don't know her.
Yeah, Bicer, I barely know her.
I'm a
And then that's going to
GG,
be
Matt.
it for us.
Yeah, GG's. That was boy.
So thank you for everybody else for stopping in and watching, and for all of us here at the Not So Lively Broadcast crew. He's been Aruyan. We thank Super Hoagie for streaming, and I am Minbung, and we are done.